institution. It doesn't mean anything today. We live in a mental institution. 'Cause everything's crazy, crazy, crazy. They're doing away with borders. It's a new world. It's a new day. There is a new world order coming to your town. You better get ready. You better get ready. It's a new day. It's a new way. It's a new day. New day. It's a new way. Hey there, boys and girls. I'm Wild Bill, and I just rode into town. Look out, all you bad guys out there. I'm fixing to blow the whistle on all your evil plans. Yes, it is Saturday night, and you are not going to believe what I've got for you right here on Revolution Radio.
Who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men? The shadow knows.
That's right. Oh, yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Samsel Report. We're coming to you live from my personal isolation tank right here in St. Louis, Missouri. The number to call in with your thoughts and with your comments is 314-720-6835. Oh, yes, 314-720-6835. So feel free to call in to the program. Okay? All right? Okay? Welcome, all you people out there in Radio Land. And welcome to all you people down there in the chat room. You know what? Let's get this here show on the road. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, our government is a cesspool of corruption. Our industrial might is a thing of the past. And the Constitution and the Bill of Rights, well, they're being trashed by a treasonous, out-of-control government that is intent on enslaving the American people. I know, yes, it sounds just like something from out of the Twilight Zone. But you know what, ladies and gentlemen? We live in the Twilight Zone. You're traveling through another dimension, a dimension not only of sight and sound, but of mind. You're moving into a land of both shadow and substance. You are bombarded by the conditioning illusion projected forth by corporate and government-controlled mass media. A world of mind-controlled automatons, unable to think or speak out or stand up for themselves. You're entering a world where everything is just the opposite of what you think it is. You are living in the Twilight Zone. The Twilight Zone. Oh, yes, ladies and gentlemen, we live in the Twilight Zone. The mainstream media is a weapon. Oh yes, a weapon being used to control and dumb down the American people. Even, I say, as they are raped financially, their rights and liberties trampled upon, and America destroyed by design. And now it's time for an important message. Oh yes, especially for you listeners out there. That's right, because this program on Revolution Radio is listener-supported. So, please send us money. That's right. Only you can support informative, innovative, entertaining, fabulously original programs just like this one. Yes, it's the Samsel Report. It's Wild Bill's headline Roundup. And it is only right here going on right at this very moment, right as we speak, right at this very second on Revolution Radio. That's right. It's the Samsel Report. And it is expanding. Oh yes, it is growing in popularity. Now who'da thunk? Who'da thunk? It's reaching more and more people on more and more networks. Yes, besides my Revolution Radio home base. The Samsel Report can now be heard on Awake Radio US and Awake Radio UK. That's right. Oh, ho, 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 ho. The Samsel Report is now a proud part of the Liberty Beacon. That's right. Go to thelibertybeacon.com. And we can be heard on Shaziz Radio as well. So look out, there's more to come. Look out, New World Order, because Wild Bill is coming to get you. Now, you know what? Do you know what? Do you know what time it is, boys and girls? Do you know what time it is, buckaroos? That's right. It's time for Wild Bill's. Yeah, I say it's time for Wild Bill. What's that, sweetheart? What did you say there, darling? What was that, sweetie? Oh, okay. Well, you think? Okay, all right, okay. All right. Well, sweetheart wants me to tell you. She wants me to tell you. I'm going to right now. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Well, she wants you to know that old Wild Bill, see, is a real modern-day cowboy. That's right. Oh, yes. See, I work at the automobile auction. And all I do all day is I round up the cars that go in the auction. That's right. Isn't that right? Isn't that right? That's right. That's right. That's right. So we drive the cars through the auction on the auction day, see, and we drive them on through. That's right. We drive them on through. That's right. You know, the guy is going, and he's talking like that, and you stop the car for a minute. You stop the car for a minute right in front of the booth thing there where the guy's up there, right, with the microphone. And everybody's looking at the car. That's right. Everybody is looking at the car. And then you circle them around. They tap the car, and on the hood, they tap it, on the hood, and then you drive on out of there, and you circle them all around, and you take and you put them in the car corral. That's right. You put them in the car corral. That's right. We got several corrals where we herd them all up. That's right. There's the nice new ones which we herd up on one side, and then there's the old beat up old shitty looking ones that we hook on the other side over there. Okay? All right, and those are the ones that I drive. See, those are the ones that I drive. I drive the repos and the banged up ones from in accidents. They've had accidents, the clunkers. That's right. That's the ones that old Wild Bill drives. And they're the ones that don't start. None of them start, so you got to jump them with the battery. That's right. So you're jumping them all day long. Old Wild Bill's just jumping. He's putting the juice to them, boys and girls, all day long over at the car auction. All right? So that's what old Wild Bill does for 3 days a week, okay? All right? Okay. Are you happy now that I shared that with the whole... I shared it with the whole world. That's right. That's right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Now, can we go on with the headline roundup? Okay. All right. We will now go on with the headline roundup. Okay? That's what it's time for. Are you ready? It's time for Wild Bill's headline roundup. Oh, yes. All the news that you won't get from the mainstream media. That's right. It's time to saddle up with old Wild Bill, and we gonna head off into the sunrise, and we gonna gather us up a whole mess of them their headline critters. Okay? All right. Can we do that? Are you with me, boys? Are you with me, buckaroos? Okay. Are you ready to ride? Are you ready to... All right. Well, let's hit the trail. Let's hit the trail. Yeah! Hi-ho, sweetheart. Away! All right. Okay. All right. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Our first headline. Ruby Ridge-style standoff is brewing as Rancher Bundy says that he is prepared to be killed. Okay, out in Nevada, everybody's heard this one. Everybody's aware of this one. Besieged cattle rancher Cliven Bundy is accused of allowing his cows to graze illegally on government land, thus endangering a protected species of tortoise. Oh, yes. Oh, man. You heard right. That's what they say. Okay? The BLM, the Bureau of Land Management, has called out the stormtroopers, the helicopters, the armored vehicles. It's like a battle zone out there. Oh, yes, it's like they're getting ready to invade some foreign country or something, right? Am I right? They've got the entire ranch surrounded, and they've been confiscating this guy's cattle, all right? Okay? Like it's Ruby Ridge all over again, only bigger. Am I right? There's more armor, more hardware, more firepower. That's right. There's more boots on the ground. Roads have been cut off, checkpoints set up, nothing going in, nothing coming out. Intimidation of a concerned public. Look out, baby, the Gestapo has come to town. Oh, man. So you know what? This guy turns around. You know what he says? He says, screw you. That's right. That's what he said. That's what Cliven Bundy had to say. Those were his words. Screw you. And he and his family prepare for the worst. Okay? Now, what's wrong with this picture? Lots of things. Lots of things are wrong with this here picture. It has nothing to do with turtles. No. It has to do with the United Nations, right? With Agenda 21 and the globalist planned takeover of this country and its people. That's right. Man, oh man. Here's this one solitary rancher out there in Nevada. He's standing up for the rights and the liberty of all of us. That's right. Oh, yes. From what I gather, there are people flocking there to support him in defending America from the government that seeks to destroy it. All right? You got that? Are you with me? Armed militiamen, citizen soldiers are gathering to help Bundy defend himself and his family. Protesters are showing up at checkpoints and roadblocks. Oh, yes. But the globalist New World Order forces are building up as well. They're tasering people and setting dogs loose on people and arresting people. They're acting like some foreign army that's come in and took over the place. These dirtbags not only treat everybody like the Nazis did the Jews. Oh no, they are ready to kick some ass, that's right. Oh yes, they've even got Apache attack helicopters. Oh man, now there's some firepower. Ho. Couple that with the fully equipped stormtroopers and the armored vehicles, hey, these scumbags mean business. That's right. Now, could this whole thing escalate into a full-blown uprising? It could very well be. Perhaps it better be. Oh yes, perhaps it's time for the rest of us to get off our fat behinds and actually participate in what could be a truly historic event. That's right. This could be the point at which the American people actually stood up and said, no thanks, we don't want your freaking globalist new world order. Oh no, we don't want your police state. Ho, 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 ho. Hey, this is where it stops. That's what would be good, right? Wouldn't that be good? Don't you think that would be good, sweetheart? Huh? I know she agrees with me, right? This is what's going on in Nevada, ladies and gentlemen, right at this very point in time as you are listening to this. This is going on in Nevada. Now, here are just some of the headlines that are coming out of Nevada. Okay? We got one right here. Exclusive. Sheriff Mack fires warning shot to Nevada Clark County Sheriff. It is beyond lamentable that Clark County has a sheriff who will not keep his oath of office. This is what Sheriff Mack has to say about the whole thing. All right, you ready for this? You know Sheriff Mack. Of course you do. You know Sheriff Mack. Well, he released a letter to the Guerrilla Media Network. That's right. He wrote a little letter. And the letter blasted Clark County, Nevada Sheriff Gillespie. It blasted Gillespie for refusing to uphold his oath of office in regards to the extremely intense showdown that is brewing between Clark County rancher Cliven Bundy and the unconstitutional Bureau of Land Management. Sheriff Mack has stated on the record that Sheriff Gillespie could put an end to this possible Waco-Ruby Ridge scenario if Clark County Sheriff Gillespie would just uphold his oath to protect against all enemies, foreign and domestic. Ladies and gentlemen, we live in the Twilight Zone. I'm telling you, we live in the Twilight Zone here. It's getting crazy, man. It's getting crazy. It's all coming to a head out here in the desert in Nevada. Oh, yes, right there in Nevada. It's all coming together, man. Here's another headline from there. Supporters rally to defend family facing showdown with the feds. Now, this is all about, here we go. This is what Bundy's wife, Carol Bundy, all right? This is what she had to say. We've had enough. We're going to take our land back. We are done. That's what Carol Bundy had to say. And those were her words. She also added that the rally was held to show that we are not standing alone. People are getting tired of the federal government having unlimited power. Now, that's what Carol Bundy had to say. All right. Here's another headline here. EPA land grab. Complete control over all private land in America. All right? So this is maybe an umbrella issue here. Okay? The EPA is in the process, right this very minute, of seizing control over all private land in the United States. They are following the United Nations blueprint, Agenda 21. Anywhere in America where it rains or where water collects or through which water moves will now be under their control.
Not because Congress or the people give them that authority or that jurisdiction, but simply because they are seizing the power. It's just another component of the illegitimate tyranny which is oppressing the American people. That's right. That's right. So I tell you what, let's stick that one in the corral. Huh? You ready? Stick them on in there. Come on, get on in there now with the rest of them. Come on. Come on now. Get on in there. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. I tell you what. And this is all happening as we speak, ladies and gentlemen, out in Nevada. Okay? All right? Well, I tell you what, here's a little bit of good news, I think anyway. 20 cowboys break federal blockade in Nevada and retrieve cattle. Okay? That's right, 20 cowboys rode in there. That's right, they rode in there. 20 of them rode on in there. Ammon Bundy, the son of besieged Nevada rancher Cliven Bundy, told InfoWars reporter David Knight that around 20 cowboys went on land claimed by the U.S. Bureau of Land Management, and they retrieved several dozen head of cattle. We gathered about 30 head, said Bundy. We did have a small confrontation with the feds, but they didn't force the issue. Okay? They couldn't mobilize fast enough, and we were able to gather those cattle and get them to the ranch. So they rescued 30 head of cattle, ladies and gentlemen, from the Bureau of Land Management. So that's good. That's good, don't you think? That's good. Anyway, I tell you what. Now it's more important than ever that as many people as possible should show their support for this guy. That's right. Just think. Now, just think. You could be taking part in history. See? This could be it, people. It could surely change my thinking as far as the American people being nothing more than subservient, compliant, mindless, pathetic sheep. Right? Why, it could be the inspiration for millions of people throughout this country to stand up and say no. No, that's right. I say no. This could actually be the spark that sets off the fire of freedom and liberty in the cold, pot-bellied stoves of the down-pressed, pot-bellied masses. Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be nice? I say, wouldn't that be nice? I mean, perhaps then we could start rounding up some of these globalist dirtwads. That we could start rounding them up. We could start placing them on trial and convicting their asses and locking them up in the prison where they belong. That's right. That's right. Or better yet, oh, man, better yet, stand 'em up against the wall and shoot 'em live in HD on all of the networks on Saturday evening. That's right. That's right. Wouldn't that be nice? Ladies and gentlemen, myself, I would just take these here people and I'd just put them down there where they belong, down in there, flush them down. There's the direct pipeline to Washington, D.C. Directly to Washington it goes. Okay? All right? Ladies and gentlemen, God bless these people out there in Nevada, and more power to them. You need to support these people out there in Nevada, okay? Now, from what I understand, let me see here. From what I understand, I've just been made aware that the Bureau of Land Management has released Mr. Bundy's cattle. Yes, that's right. Man, oh man, they've released the cattle, and it is not known, however, if the Bureau of Land Management troops and equipment have pulled back from the Bundy Ranch. They don't know that yet, but they have released the cattle. Okay, they have definitely released the cattle. Okay, all right. It does appear that supporters of the Bundys are still flooding into the area. Okay? So supporters are still flooding into the area, and that is good, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? It remains to be seen what will happen next. Okay? All right? So we got to keep an eye on what's going on out there. And if there is any possible way that you can get on out there and help support these people and make a statement to the feds and tell them they're just not going to take it no more, then that would be really nice. I think that would be really nice. Okay? All right? But I tell you what we got to do now. I know. Okay, all right. Okay, all right. It's time. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for me to play this little clip for you. All right?
Yes, it's Charlie Danger, private detective. Charlie Danger, defender of the Constitution. And now, Charlie Danger, private detective.
Get this and get it straight. Crime is a sucker's road, and those who travel it today are more cunning, traitorous, and evil than ever. They got big wallets and big ideas and big plans, and they don't like anything or anyone that gets in their way. I ought to know. I'm Charlie Danger. It was a cold, windy day as I sat behind my desk in my cozy little office waiting for a phone to ring that lately hadn't been ringing enough. I sat staring blankly at the wall, listening to the sultry sound of the sax player down the hall practicing for his next weekend's gig. I was trying to decide if I should get up and fix myself yet another drink. Suddenly the door burst open, and a beautiful blonde bombshell in a fancy evening dress that fit just right in just the right places strolled into the room. She stood there in her spiked heels looking utterly gorgeous and at the same time a little bit dangerous. I say dangerous because in her pretty little hand was a great big .38 caliber snub-nosed Smith & Wesson, and the business end was pointing right at my ticker.
Yes, there are now 4 Charlie Danger adventures to choose from. Go to hiddenmysteries.com. That's hiddenmysteries.com.
That's right. You can go to hiddenmysteries.com, where you can check out all 4 of the Charlie Danger Private Detective thrillers. Okay? All right, there's 4 of them, and there's 1 on the way. And of course, there is Charlie Danger Private Detective, the old-time radio show. All right? Okay. Now, I got a surprise for you as far as that goes. But we'll tell you about that later. Okay, all right. In the meantime, go to Hidden Mysteries and check out Charlie Danger, Private Detective. Okay, all right. Would you do that for me? Will you do that for me?
Free your mind, and your ass will follow.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, and no truer words have ever been spoken. Okay? All right. The number to call in, 314-720-6835. So stick that in your pipe and smoke it. Okay? All right. Next, our next headline. Operation American Spring. You've heard of Operation American Spring before, right? Well, Operation for American Spring is delivering, it's calling for the impeachment and resignations of many high-level government officials. Oh, man, oh, man. I tell you what, both members of both houses of Congress have begun receiving copies of documents demanding the resignations of 6 top government officials for violating their oath of office. Oh, man, that's right. You heard right. The documents also include articles of impeachment against President Obama for what the group calls high crimes against the state. This bold move is only the second time in our nation's rich history that such a demand has been made to relieve our oppressed and abused people from an egalitarian, corrupt, and unresponsive regime, the OAS said. The group also said that Americans have only 2 options. Either surrender to totalitarian rule by Marxist ideologies, or enforce our American ideals and principles. So there, put that in your pipe and smoke and see what happens. Come back and tell me about it. I'm interested to know. Okay? All right. I didn't like that one. Nah, I tell you what, I'm going to put it out of its misery. Get on out of here. Go on. Oh, there you go. Here, have another one. You want another one? There you go. Here. There you go. Oh, that took care of him. Okay. All right. Oh, wait, he's still moving. Hold on a minute. Hold on. So there you have it. Ladies and gentlemen, we now continue with Wild Bill's Headline Roundup. Okay? All right? Right. With Wild Bill's Freedom Posse. That's right, because you're riding with the Freedom Posse. All right? Okay. Now, check this out. Are you ready for this? Okay, here it comes. 72 types of Americans that are considered potential terrorists in government, official government documents. Okay, so according to official government documents, these are 72 different types of Americans that are considered to be potential terrorists. Okay? All right? Are you a conservative, a libertarian, a Christian, a gun owner? Are you opposed to abortion, globalism, communism, illegal immigration, the United Nations, or the New World Order? Do you believe in conspiracy theories? Do you believe that we are living in the end times? Or do you ever visit alternative news websites such as the one you're tuned to at this very moment? If you answered yes to any of those questions, then you are a potential terrorist. Oh yes, according to official U.S. government documents. That's right. Who? Well, here are just a few. You ready for this? Huh? Those of you who talk about individual liberties. That's right. You're not supposed to talk about individual liberties. Okay? All right? Those who advocate for states' rights. Okay? So anyone who advocates for states' rights as well is a potential terrorist, according to official U.S. government documents. All right? All right, here's some more. Here's some more. Does any of these pertain to you? Okay? All right? Anti-gay? Anti-immigrant? Right? Anti-Muslim? Right? If you are a member of the Patriot movement, okay? Are you with me so far? Huh? Opposition to equal rights for gays and lesbians. So if you are in opposition to equal rights for gays and, well, then you too are a potential terrorist. Okay? All right? Those who believe that Mexico, Canada, and the United States are secretly planning to merge into a European Union-like entity that will be known as the North American Union. Well, if you believe that one, baby, I tell you what, well, look out, because you are a potential terrorist. Okay? All right? All right, members of the American Border Patrol. Oh, yes, you heard right. Members of the American Border Patrol. They are potential terrorists as well. Members of the Federation for American Immigration Reform. Okay, so if you're a member of the Federation for American Immigration Reform, baby, look out, because they're going to be coming after you. All right? Okay? All right? Here you go. Members of the Tennessee Freedom Coalition. Oh, baby, if you live in Tennessee and you're a member of the Tennessee Freedom Coalition, you better hide your ass somewhere fast. That's right. That's right. So look out, all right? Members of the Christian Action Network, all right? So if there's any of you out there who are members of the Christian Action Network, you better look out. Just look out. That's all I got to say, okay? I mean, that's it right there. Now, anyone that is opposed to the New World Order, okay? Anyone that is engaged in conspiracy theorizing. I'm not making this up. I'm not making this up. Anyone that is concerned about FEMA camps. Anyone that is opposed to Agenda 21. Anyone that fears impending gun control or weapons confiscations. Okay? All right? Are we hitting home yet? Huh? The militia movement. Okay? That's another group of potential terrorists, according to the government. All right? The sovereign citizen movement. Oh, they're a bunch of wackos, man. You got to look out for them. Right? 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 Anyone that visits extremist websites or extremist blogs, oh, man, look out. Anyone that establishes website blog to display extremist views. Well, that includes all of us over here at Revolution Radio, right? It has all millions and millions and millions of people on the internet. Am I not right? Huh? Huh? Well, then you are also a potential terrorist. Okay? All right? If you're a right-wing extremist, okay, citizens that have bumper stickers that are patriotic or anti-UN. So you got to watch out what kind of bumper stickers you got on your car. All right? Okay? Those who are anti-global, okay? If you are anti-global, then you are a potential terrorist. Those that believe in conspiracy theories, well, welcome to the club, okay? All right? Right-wing extremists, returning veterans. Oh, yes, you got to watch out for them because, whoa, baby, look out for them, okay? All right? Those who are concerned about illegal immigration, okay? All right, if you're concerned about illegal immigration, baby, look out, okay? All right? Those that believe in the right to bear arms. This is an interesting one because it's supposedly if you believe in the right to declare own and declare arms, well then, so there, stick that in a pipe. Taken. Oh man. Anyway, hold on a minute. We got a phone call here, I do believe. Hold on a second. Let's see what we got going down here. Okay. All right. Hello, caller. Are you there?
Yeah, what
Hey.
station do I happen to be?
Hello. How you doing, buddy?
All right, how are you?
Very good. Very good. What can I do for you? Well, what you got for me?
Well, I called in. I don't know what radio station I'm on right now. I was on the other night talking about the Constitution and stuff. What's the topic tonight?
The topic tonight, oh man, it's spread all over the rainbow. I tell you what, we got the headline Roundup. We got stories about this, that, and the other thing, and something else. Right? So we're talking about all different kinds of things. Right now we're talking about who is considered a terrorist, a potential terrorist in the eyes of the federal government. And I was just I was just reading off a list of all the different people who would be considered potential terrorists.
I think it would have taken you less time to read off a list of who wasn't potential terrorists to the government. And all
Everybody, that's right. Everybody is a potential terrorist. That's right.
They sent a letter to our state police here in Illinois, and thankfully some of our state police here are oath keepers and released a letter declaring that if anything that makes you a great American patriot or just a God-fearing American now makes you a terrorist.
Exactly. It's incredible. It's incredible.
Yeah, and I can't believe they have the audacity to send that letter out to the police department and with such definement to it, because any person can check through that, check, I'm a terrorist 10 different ways,
That's right.
It's insulting for them to send that to the police department.
Well, they are building up an army to control and keep the people in line when they finally decide to drop the bomb on them. You know what I'm saying? So
I know exactly what you're saying.
I'm.
Have you ever heard? What was that?
Go ahead.
Have you ever heard of the Posse Comitatus Act?
Oh, the posse comment. Oh, yeah.
And there's also it's in concert with the Insurrection Act.
Okay. All right.
Now, those both restrict the standing army being used on our soil. So the federal government's finding a problem that since they can't use a standing military force on the soil, our American Army, without the use of Congress, permission of Congress,
Right.
what they're doing is militarizing our police departments, turning them into their own military forces.
There you go.
And around that Posse Comitatus Act and Insurrection Act.
Oh, yeah. You got it. Bingo. Give them.
Yeah, we've testified before Congress about this issue. We're very well versed on it. I should say I'm the lieutenant of the Midwest Patriot Militia here out of Illinois with the Springfield Division.
Mm-hmm.
And we've testified before Congress against this and presented a wealth of evidence to it. We've had a lot of former military officers, generals testified before them as well. We've actually wrote up grievance letters. If anyone's listening wants to know what they can do about this, the DHS armament and everything, if they want to get onto our website on Facebook, it's MPMI, State Civil Defense, and that's on Facebook. And in our notes section, we'll have a couple grievances that they can fill out and send to their adjacent general. And what a lot of people don't know is we are the power over the military. Our Congress isn't the power over the military. We are. Let's see. I can quote you the state law here in Illinois. It would be Article 12, which would be the militia section of our Constitution. And Section 2 states the military shall be in strict subordination to the civil power, which would be us. And we've got a Supreme Court decision that's handed down to us that we our power over the military and command that they disarm the Department of Homeland Security. And all it takes is for enough people to stand up and turn in these grievances to the government, and they have to respond to it.
That's right. You got it. Give out that website again that they can get a hold of. What is that? Read that out.
That's our first page for the militia. It's an educational site. You'll find all of our founding documents and just a wealth of information in our notes section. That's MPMI Civil Defense, State Civil Defense, MPMI State Civil Defense. That stands for Midwest Patriot Militia of Illinois.
All right. Beautiful. Fantastic. God bless you because you're doing something, right? Keep it up out there. Thanks for calling in, okay?
Thank you.
All right. God bless you. Take care.
You too.
There he goes from Illinois. And I tell you what, I'm starting to have these psychic vibrations coming into my mind. And for some reason, I think it's about time for a break, if I'm not mistaken, because these psychic cosmic vibrations, they come down into my brain, and it sort of it short circuits everything, and I see these things flashing before my eyes, and it's flashing, and it's going break, and I mean it's blinding light that you can't even look at. I mean it's just cosmic. It's like the vibrations just blow my mind into the next break. That's right. So there, put that in your pipe and smoke it. Okay? All right? Ladies and gentlemen, We are back.
Free your mind, and your ass will follow.
That's right, and no truer words have ever been spoken. Ladies and gentlemen, we're doing the headline Roundup, and you're listening to the Samsel Report. Now, where were we? Where did we leave off? Really? Really? Was it? Okay, all right, Well, I got it. We were talking about who was considered to be a potential terrorist threat in government documents, okay? And we were reading them off, were we not? See there? So now I guess what we're going to do is continue. That's right, we're going to continue reading them off, all right? So, if you fall into any of these categories, then look out, brother, because you are a potential terrorist threat, okay? All right? Those who believe in conspiracy theories, okay? Right-wing extremists, returning veterans, okay? Those concerned about illegal immigration, those that believe in the right to bear arms, anyone that is engaged in ammunition stockpiling, okay? So it's illegal for you to be stockpiling ammo, but the government is stockpiling by the billions of rounds of ammunition. That's okay. All right? Those that are against illegal immigration, those that talk about the New World Order in a derogatory manner, those that are opposed to the collection of federal income taxes, okay? Those that supported former presidential candidates Ron Paul, Chuck Baldwin, and Bob Barr. So if you supported any of those guys, look out because your name is on a list, okay? Man, oh man. Those that display the Gadsden flag. Okay? So if you display a Gadsden flag, look out, baby, because they're pointing their guns at you. That's right. Okay? And last but not least on the list, we have Christians. Okay? So if you believe in the Lord Jesus Christ, then look out, baby, because we're coming after you. Okay? All right? The groups of people in the list are considered problems that need to be dealt with. The government considers you a problem that needs to be dealt with. Okay? We are moving into a very dangerous time in American history. Now, you can now be considered a potential terrorist just because of your religious or political beliefs. This in the land of the land of the free and the home of the brave, right? Free speech is becoming a thing of the past, and we are rapidly becoming an Orwellian society that is the exact opposite of what our founding fathers envisioned and intended, okay? Which means that we live in the Twilight Zone. Oh, yes. Oh, man. Yes, indeed. Boy, oh, boy, we live in the Twilight Zone, ladies and gentlemen. I tell you what, it says right here, it says Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's right. It says right here, right in front of me, it says Arnold Schwarzenegger. Man, oh man, I don't like Arnold Schwarzenegger. No, I don't. I definitely do not like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Why? Why, you may ask? Well, oh man, do I have to spell it out? Do I have to spell it out for you? You know who else hates Arnold Schwarzenegger? You know who else hates him? Well, I'll tell you. Alex Jones hates Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. Here, check this out. Check this out. Okay? Okay? All right? Because this is what Alex Jones thinks of Arnold Schwarzenegger. Okay?
I mean, when you know about Arnold Schwarzenegger and all the horrible things he's done to people forever and how he's anti-gun, anti-family, pro-open borders, a total liar about everything, total scammer in business. It's come up over and over again, working with Ken Lay, you name it, in the energy scams in California. What a nightmare to have him lobbying in New York. That's in the Associated Press and other publications, page 6 in the New York Post. He's lobbying to get rid of the 22nd Amendment so he can run for president. We need to post in this article we have on Infowars.com my segment from the 3-hour film I made that's on YouTube, Martial Law, 911 Rise of the Police State. We need to show that 20-minute segment on Schwarzenegger and what a threat to the Republic he is. That can be found on YouTube. Alex Jones exposes Schwarzenegger. I'll probably bring it up, or you can probably just find a segment. I think I'll find it and give it to the guys, since I made it 7 years ago. I want to put that in there to get that back out there to folks so they know. The gay porno mags, I'm not saying that's, a bad thing that he was in gay porno mags. I'm just saying they'll use that against him. He can't be president, obviously. But that's not the big issue. The dad's an SS officer. You're like, well, maybe, he's not a Nazi. Don't blame him for his dad. He would dress up in SS uniforms. This came out in People magazine. He was best friends with the former number 5 guy in the SS, Kurt Waldheim, and said, quote, I don't care if he's a Nazi. I love Kurt. So there. I mean, black people are not humans. I mean, these are all quotes on record. That's why he bought Pumping Iron when the DVD was going to come out, because it had the outtakes of that. I like Hitler. I admire him. In fact, he told Rolling Stone that, so that's on quote. I mean, my point is, because he's an establishment dirtbag, they won't talk about him. But if you're Rand Paul and don't want Obamacare, they call you racist. Oh, I want freedom. You're racist. I like Adolf Hitler. Oh, you're not racist. Oh, you want people's guns. I mean, I am just so sick of Arnold Schwarzenegger. I mean, oh, man. I mean, what a total drug addict piece of garbage. I mean, give me a break.
Excuse me. I just get all choked up, when I listen to the inspiring voice of Alex Jones. Okay? So you just got to excuse me there, okay? All right. Anyway, I don't like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Okay? All right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we continue on with the headline roundup. Okay? All right. Our next headline. Barack Obama announces his plan to run for a historic third term. Oh, yes, you heard right, ladies and gentlemen. This story comes out of Honolulu. That's right, it's from out of Honolulu. Speaking from his Hawaii home, President Obama announced today that he intends to run for president again in 2016. My God, man, oh man, oh man. He said, this is what Obama says. He says, the dangers facing America are too great to change horses mid-race. That's what he said. Republicans are assaulting my agenda on all sides, and America needs to continue along a progressive agenda. That's right. That's what he said. Those were his words, President Obama. Oh, yes, he wants to run for a historic third term. Man, oh man, oh man. I tell you what. Is it me, ladies? Is it me, ladies and gentlemen? Or it's just unbelievable. It's just unbelievable. I tell you what, spooky too. It gets spooky. Oh, man. Oh, it gets spooky out there. Yes, it does. It gets real spooky out there. Oh, all these things going on and all these really freaky, spooky people. Oh, man.
The shadow knows.
That's right. You're listening to the Samsel Report. This is Wild Bill's Headline Roundup, and we continue on with Wild Bill's Headline Roundup. Okay, all right, okay. Our next headline. Feds threaten $75,000 a day fine against family that built a pond on their farm. Oh, that's right. I don't make this stuff up. Oh, no. The federal government claims that Wyoming welder and landowner Andy Johnson and his wife Katie are in violation of the Clean Water Act. Oh, yes, because they built a dam or a creek without government permission. That's right. The Environmental Protection Agency is now threatening them with civil and criminal penalties, including a threat of a $75,000 a day fine. That's right. The whole thing stinks. I'm telling you. That's right. The whole thing stinks. I tell you what. It's time to take that there thing and stick it where it belongs. Get on in there. Get yourself on in there. My God, $75,000 a day for putting a pool, digging a hole and filling it full of water. That's right. He dug a hole and filled it full of water. Now, what's wrong with that? Man, oh man. We now continue with Wild Bill's Headline Roundup. Our next headline. Muslims force Christian to convert to Islam, and then they brutally behead him. That's right. Oh, yes, a Christian man was captured by Muslims in Syria. They forced him to declare that there is no God but Allah and Muhammad is his messenger. Oh, yes. After making that statement, they then decided to brutally behead him anyway. That's right. Off with it anyway. But hey, you know, they're really nice people once you get to know them. That's right. Once you get to know them, that is. What do you say, Barry? Huh? What do you say, Barry? Should we send them some more money or some more rocket launches? Huh? Huh? What do you say, Barry boy? Huh? Huh? How about if we import another 30,000 of them or so? Well, let's import some more of them over here, okay? All right? How's that sound, Barry? Huh? Huh? What do you say, Barry boy? Huh? Oh, man. You know what we're going to do with that one, don't you? Huh? You know what we're going to do with... There it goes. Hey, Barry boy, there you go. Right down where you belong there. Hey, oh, he's gone. Okay. He's gone, ladies and gentlemen. Okay?
You're riding with Wild Bill's Freedom Posse.
That's right. You're riding with the Freedom Posse right here on the Samsel Report on Revolution Radio, which is, by the way, listener supported. That's right. And only you can support this broadcasting network. So send us money, okay? All right. Would you do that for me? Would you do that? Are you having a good time? Are you having a good time out there? Huh? Huh? Yeah, having a good time out there. That's my buckaroos out there. That's right. I love you guys out there. I'm crazy about you guys. That's right. Oh, man. Woo, doggies. There you go. All right. Boy, oh, boy, I'm glad everybody's having a good time listening to the Samsel Report tonight. So what we're going to do is continue with the headline roundup. Okay? All right. Now, our next headline. Eric Holder wants gun owners to wear smart GPS bracelets. When speaking to the Budget Committee for the President's 2015 budget allocation, Holder brought up the idea of making lawful gun owners wear tracking bracelets. Here's the transcript, all right? This is what Holder had to say, okay? All right? These are his words. I think that one of the things that we learned when we were trying to get past common law sense reforms last year, Vice President Biden and I had a meeting with a group of technology people, and we talked about how guns could be made more safe. We talked about GPS bracelets, ID bracelets, where the gun talks to a bracelet that you wear, and that gun can only be used by the person who is wearing the ID bracelet. Now, it's those kind of things that we want to explore so that we can make sure that people have the ability to enjoy their Second Amendment rights. But at the same time, decreasing the misuse of weapons that lead to the kinds of things that we see on the daily basis on the streets of America. That's what Holder had to say. Oh, yes. Oh, man. And you know what we all think of Holder, don't you? Oh, there he goes. Flush that sucker down there with the rest of his kind. I tell you what. There you go. I'd like to be, wouldn't it be nice to be able to do that, ladies and gentlemen, if you could just take Eric Holder, you know? Wouldn't it be nice if you could just take Eric Holder and flush rushing down the old Truma. Oh, there he goes. He's going. Oh, he's gone. All gone. Eric Holder, all gone. Ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to the Samsel Report. This is Wild Bill's Headline Roundup. Breaking news. This news just in. Tennessee Senate approves open carry. Now, there you go. Now, that sounds okay to me. How about you? Huh? The state Senate has passed a bill to allow Tennesseans to openly carry guns without a state-issued permit. Okay? All right? The chamber voted 25-2 in favor of the bill. The law will allow anyone to carry a gun openly. That's right. The law will allow you to open carry your weapon. Their approval is granted. They give you the nod. That's right. They give you the nod. Yes, you may commence to do so with their blessings. That's right. But that still doesn't mean they can't come and take the damn things away from you when they decide to do that. Okay? All right, you get that? Am I right? Am I right or what? Huh? Okay. All right, I tell you what, let's continue with the headline roundup. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no, now, come on now. Come on now. Who left the gate open? Who left the gate open? Let them all come on out of there. You know, they just wander around. They bounce off the walls. They get this look on their face like, oh, my God. Come on, put them back in there. Get on back in there. There you go. Get on in there. Okay. All right. Okay. Boy, oh boy, you got to have eyes in the back of your head when you do this program. You know that? Oh, I tell you what, it's about time that I broke the bad news, that I brought the bad news to all you guys out there. Okay? Right? Because, like, you know, we're not going to have the Adventures of Charlie Danger tonight. Episode, what is it? Episode 7? Is it? Is that it? Is that it? Now, hey, that's not nice. That's not nice. Now, hey, come on now. Because we're having some technical difficulties in producing the next Charlie Danger episode. So in the meantime, you know, we just go, now stop it now. Stop it now. It's not nice. Okay, all right. Okay. I tell you what, though. She just gets so demanding sometimes. You know what I mean? No. How can I do that? It doesn't even exist yet. What are you talking about? We haven't finished putting the thing together yet. Well, we can't play what we got. We just can't play what we got. We got to do the whole thing until we can do the whole thing at one time, sweetheart. Okay? Okay. Well, don't get nasty now. Don't get... Now, come on back here now. Come on back here. Boy, oh boy, I tell you. Next week, ladies and gentlemen, we will have the next episode of Charlie Danger for you, okay? All right? Okay? But for right now, we're going to continue with the headline roundup. Okay? All right. Because why? Because we live in the Twilight Zone, right? Oh, man, oh, man. We live in the Twilight Zone. Our next headline. EPA approved unlimited levels of Monsanto's GMO pesticide in our food supply. That's right. That's right. The EPA says it's okay for Monsanto to put GMO insecticides into the food we eat. Okay? Are you with me on this? This regulation eliminates the need to establish a maximum permissible level for pesticide residues. Okay, are you with me? It's perfectly all right. Okay? Don't you worry about it. Okay? All right? It'll all get washed off by the radioactive chemtrail-flavored rainwater when it rains out. Okay? See? And then, of course, it just naturally sinks into the ground. Huh? And then it gets, absorbed into the plants and the animals and the birds and the bees and you and me. That's right. And eventually, over time, everything will glow in the dark. That's right. So just think of the electricity, what we will save on our electric bill every month if everything glows in the dark. You, me, the house, the lawn, the trees, everything, right? Oh, okay, all right. Just put it out of its misery, all right? Just get rid of it. Oh, God. Oh. Shoot that sucker. Shoot that. Oh, man. Thank you. All right. That takes care of that. Okay? And the EPA and Monsanto. Just wouldn't it be nice if we could just take them guys and stand them up against a wall? Wouldn't it be nice? Huh? Would you like that? Would you like to be able to? Of course you would. Sure. Stand them up against the wall, by God. Oh, yes. That's right. So, hey, ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to the Samsel Report. That's right. Wild Bill's Headline Roundup. Okay. Well, in the same vein as our last headline, let us look forward to our next headline. USDA admits exterminating birds, crops, and bees. Oh, man. I'm not making this up. No. Information has surfaced regarding the USDA's illegal approval of Monsanto biotech crops. An investigation has put an end to the mystery surrounding the death of millions of birds. USDA documents reveal the organization had a role in the massive slaughter. In addition to the mass bird killings, it turns out the USDA was fully aware that Roundup, a highly popular herbicide chemical, was known to be a bee killer. That's right. They knew it. The USDA and Monsanto continue to threaten the genetic integrity of the nation's crops and your digestive system. That's That's right. That's right. Get on in there. Get yourself on in there. Come on now. Get on. Get on. Get on. Get on. Get on in there. Whee! Doggies. Get on in there. Okay. All right. Okay. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. It is 10:31 right here in St. Louis as I speak. That means that a minute ago it was 10:30. And a minute from now it'll be 10:32. Oh, man. The amazing things. Just the amazing things that you, one of the amazing things that you will learn when you listen to the Samsel Report. Okay? All right? Okay. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we now continue on with our next headline. North Korea's Kim Jong-un kills top minister with a flamethrower. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. North Korea's Kim Jong-un executed a top official using a flamethrower. Oh, man. You should have seen him dance. You should have seen him dance. That's what Kim said. Those were his words. You should have seen him dance. It's all part of Jong-un's campaign to rid his government of officials that he doesn't like. Okay? All right? He doesn't like anybody who's worked for his father or his uncle. Okay? So if you worked for his father or his uncle, baby, look out. I mean, just look out. Okay? All right? Rumor has it that Kim that he bumped off his own father. That's right. Oh yeah, he bumped off his uncle. Oh yes, last year he fed his uncle to 100 starving dogs. That's what he did. That's what he did. Oh, Kim Jong-un. That's right. That's right. He had one guy fed into a grinder. Oh, man. Oh, man. I don't even want to think about that. He fed him into a grinder. Another guy, they dropped him from an airplane at 10,000 feet. They took him up in an airplane and kicked his butt right out the door. That's right. That's right. One guy, they stood in a bucket of cement, and then they dropped him off a boat out at sea. Oh, man. These people ain't kidding around. I'm telling you. They cut one guy's heart out, and they stuffed it down his throat. That's right. Oh, man. They turned one guy inside out. Oh, yes. I tell you what, you don't want to piss off old Kim Jong-un. So, whoa, look out. That's right. Look out. I tell you what, you know what I'd like to do with Kim Jong-un? Huh? You know what I'd like to do with Kim Jong-un? Hey, Kim Jong-un, here you go, baby. There you go, right down in there with the rest of the brown matter. And with the old, oh, man, that's where I'd like to see old Kim Jong-il go. Huh? Am I right? Huh? Well, I tell you what, as long as we're on the subject of Kim Jong-un, as long as we are on the subject of Kim Jong-un, let us look at our next headline. Kim Jong-un haircuts are required for men in North Korea. Oh, that's right. The North Korean government has cracked down on what happens at the barber shop. Okay? Last year, North Korea limited the range of men's hairstyles to 10 different hairstyles for the men, and for women, 18 specific hairstyles are allowed by the government. Oh, yes. But this new rule, the new rule would be North Korea's most stringent haircut restriction ever. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. All men must wear the Dear Leader Kim Jong-un haircut. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, you heard right. The Dear Leader Kim Jong-un haircut. That's right. Now you too will have the Dear Leader Kim Jong-un haircut. That's right. And everybody you know as well. That's right. All men must wear this haircut. It's modeled after Kim Jong-un's own fashionable hairstyle. So you know what? I'd like to see old Kim Jong-un go transgender. Wouldn't that be cool? Now just think about it. Think about it now for a second. If Kim Jong-un suddenly became a transgender, and then he would demand that all Korean males do the same. That's right. That's right. Because, hey, right? Huh? And then maybe North Korea would just go away. Okay? Maybe North Korea then would just go away. What do you think about that? Huh? What do you think? You think North Korea is it? Well, thank you. Thank you. Oh, yes. North Korea should just go away. Okay? Please do me a favor. Just go away. Okay? All right? My God. Man, oh man, oh man. Boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Free your mind. And your ass will follow.
Man, oh man, and no truer words have ever been spoken. Okay? So believe me when I tell you. You are listening to the Samsel Report. This is Wild Bill's headline roundup. What is it, 10:39 here in St. Louis? And you know what that means, don't you? My goodness, hold on a second. I think we have a phone call coming in here. Just hold on a second.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen. You are listening to the Samsel Report. We have another caller on the line. We have Tanisha from Detroit. Tanisha, are you there?
Michael, is that you?
I remember you. You called last
Michael!
week as well, didn't you?
You know damn well I did. You better bring that call back. You better bring that call back.
Tanisha, you are live on the air on the Samsel Report. Live right now on the air.
Don't you give me none of that. Don't you give me none of that.
I assure you, every word you say
Michael,
is being broadcast all over the entire country.
don't you never mind about that. Michael, you better bring that car back.
What can I say? I'm not Michael.
Michael?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I wasn't born yesterday. I paid for that car. You bring that car back. That's right.
Michael, if you're out there, you better bring that car back.
That's right.
You took that car, Michael.
That's
You
right.
better bring that car back.
That's right. Don't you take me for no fool. Michael,
We're just going to have
Michael.
to conclude this phone call and continue on with the headline roundup.
Our next headline: Volkswagen's new 300-mile-per-gallon automobile. Oh yes, you heard right, ladies and gentlemen. Volkswagen's new 300-mile-per-gallon automobile will not be allowed in America. Oh, are you ready for this? Huh? You won't find the 300-mile-per-gallon Volkswagen XL1 in an American showroom. That's right. In fact, it has even been denied a tour of the United States. They can't even bring it over here and put it on public display. Why? Because it is too efficient. Oh, that's right. It is too efficient. It's too efficient for the American public to be made widely aware of at this particular time. Yes, when it comes to corporate oil profits, ignorance is bliss. The XL1 is the car that the oil companies do not want. Oh, they don't want this, baby. I tell you what, not only does it get 200 to 300 miles per gallon of gas, the XL1 can reach a top speed in excess of 110 miles per hour, and it turns in a 0 to 60 time of 10 seconds. In 10 seconds, it'll go from 0 to 60. So there you have it. There you go. A nice-looking ride that gets 200 miles a gallon. Oh, yes. Now, the price tag for this automobile? The price tag? $30,000. That's right. $30,000. That's all. That's pretty cheap in this here today time and economy. I tell you what, huh? It ought to sell like hotcakes, right? Everybody should want one, right? It's a neat-looking car. It's sharp, man. That's right. That's right. Well, I tell you what, there will only be 2,000 XL1s made. That's right. Only 2,000 of them. And no more production is being scheduled. So they're not going to produce these things in mass numbers. Why, you may ask? Well, elementary, my dear Watson. Because it is too efficient. That's right. Have no doubt. This car is being held back on purpose. Oh, yes. Americans are getting the shaft. That's right. They got you where they want you, ladies and gentlemen. You're getting raped, and there is no end in sight. So, whether you like it or not, There you go. Okay? All right? Okay?
Free your mind, and your ass will follow.
That's right, and no truer words have ever been spoken, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? All right? Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Well, I tell you what, we had a pretty good roundup tonight. Don't you think we had a pretty good roundup? That's what I was just saying that. I was just saying that. Okay? All right, we had a good roundup. We rounded up a whole bunch of them. Okay, all right. Well, you know, just some things are out of my control. You know what I'm saying? Some things I'm just not responsible for. Okay? The thing is not finished, darling. The thing's not finished, darling. It's not done. Okay? All right? Please give me a break here, okay? Would you do that for me? All right, ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to the Samsel Report right here on Revolution Radio. That's right. That's right. So you now stop it now. Stop it now. Now just stop that, okay? Because, you know, it's not my fault. We want the whole thing to be right when we put it on the air, you know. You know what I'm saying? No. So just chill out, okay? All right, would you do that for me? Would you do that, okay? Huh? Oh, no. Oh, no, well, no, what did you do that for? Why did you open the gate? Why did you open the gate? My goodness gracious me. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. You know, is it me or what? Is it me or what? Huh?
Yes, it's Charlie Danger, private detective. Charlie Danger, defender of the Constitution. And now, Charlie Danger, private detective.
All right, so be with us next week for the next thrilling adventure of Charlie Danger, private detective, with the one, the only, Terry Joyce. Okay? All right? You don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it. Okay? All right? Because I tell you what. I'll tell you what. You're riding with Wild Bill's Freedom Posse. That's right, you're riding with the Freedom Posse. So I tell you what, let's take a look. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and take a look in there and see what we got in the corral, okay? Oh, man. We did good, boys and girls. We got us a whole bunch of them there headline critters all rounded up. Man, oh man, and over on the other side, we got, there's the Obama administration right in there. There there's Nancy Pelosi over there, Harry Reid. Oh look, isn't that Professor Mariachi over there? My goodness gracious me, boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. But we did real good, ladies and gentlemen. We had a very successful roundup. So give yourselves a great big round of applause. Because it's you guys out there. That's right. It's you guys out there. You hear me? Everybody. All of my posse members out there. Okay? All right? Man, you guys are like super cool. You guys are like super cool. Am I right? Am I right? I tell you what. It's almost time for old Wild Bill to hit the trail. It's almost time for the end of another Samsel Report. Oh, yes. So it's time for me to be going, really. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, it's time for me to be going.
Hello? I must be going. I cannot stay. I came to say I must be going. I'm glad I came, but just the same, I must be going.
For my sake you must stay, for if you go away, you'll spoil this party I am throwing.
I'll stay a week or two. I'll stay the summer through. But I am telling you, I must be going.
Oh, man. I'll tell you what, old Groucho. I miss old Groucho. I wish old Groucho was around nowadays. Anywho, you've been listening to the Samsel Report right here on Revolution Radio. You need to come back next week. That's right. Come back next week, 10 to 12 Eastern Time, 11 to... No, wait a minute. It's 9 to 11 Central Time, 8 to 10 Mountain Time. Hold on now. 7 to 9 Pacific Time. See there? I got it. Right? So check in at those times in your own personal time zone there, wherever you're at, and join us for the Samsel Report next week. Okay? All right. The Samsel Report is becoming more and more popular. More and more people are tuning in, and that is really cool. That is far out. So if you go out there and tell somebody about old Wild Bill and the headline Roundup. Okay? So, and then more and more people will be able to participate in this wonderful thing that we call a radio program. Okay? All right. I'll tell you what you do. You got a pen? Have you got a pen? Take a pen, take a piece of paper, right? And write down this number, okay? 314-720-6835, okay? So write that number down, 314-720-6835. That is the magic number that connects you to this here program, okay? So don't ever think twice about dialing up and saying howdy and coming on by and sharing the campfire and have a cup of coffee and some bacon, okay? All right? Ladies and gentlemen, all of a sudden I'm getting these psychic vibrations that are coming into my mind. Oh, man. Wow, what is this? Oh, I'm starting to feel these cosmic vibrations that are just like they're going right between one ear and out the other. Oh, man. Oh, Oh, what is that? That's the end of the program. Oh my God, the end of the program. I'm looking at the end of the program. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's the end of the program? My God, you've got to be kidding me. Who'da thunk? Who'da thunk? Oh, man. Take care, boys and girls. We'll see you next week. Woo!
Listen to Revolution Radio at freedomslips.com. We'll be right back after this message.